Hello and welcome to another modelling video. This is Alan from the Mokanaman at YouTube with another modelling video. This time around, it's been a while since I've done a Mecha Musume project, and at an event with some spare time, I slapped together one with the few gashapon and parts in the Mecha Workshop bin. I've got this character that's reasonably unknown to me, and a lot of parts from the Gundam Lotto kit, and bashed a heap of styrene together with a very cheap brass turned naval cannon of a trumpeter or no name battleship kit. The build did not take long at all. I was helping other people with their projects and running the gig. It was just very shortly gluing a heap of styrene rod and sheets together, removing of the legs and sticking it in its process, and a little bit of putty work around the arms to stick a Sherman small scale, I think it's 20mm turret on the back. The tricky part was cutting the Lotto tracks in half to stick onto the legs, chuck together some feet, some metal flapping for the top of the kneecaps, and some intricate putty work behind the turrets and the joint of the legs to get some sort of rubber effect going. This was all connected with super glue and the gigantic naval cannon placed in a very appropriate location. Back at base, I cracked out a new product that I've been playing around with, Tamir Quick Type 2-part epoxy putty. It dries fairly quickly, but what I was impressed with, that it's just as smooth and sticks well as other epoxy putties, but how soft it was on the fingers and how extremely smooth it was to blend. With a little water, this is probably the easiest and best putty I've ever used. Some extra parts were dug out of the bits box, and just did some general detailing around the surface of the model. Afterwards, everything was primed using Vallejo brown primer, water-based paint on all of the areas that I tend to paint. Not including the figure. This was hand painted, thinned with a tiny bit of water, quite a smooth consistency, and using Tamir paint, acrylic, and loosely using the correct military alternative NATO green, and some browns and blacks and whatnot for the rubber and the tracks. Painted the whole thing up, inked it and deckled accordingly, and had a finished product with very little effort and work here and there. It's a bit disappointing. I've been very busy, A, playing with small scale kits, and B, usually working on my Gundam projects, and of course the Gunpla Builders World Cup entry. Haven't really had a lot of time for these muck around fun builds. Definitely want to do them around the summer months when they knock around, a couple of big ones. But events are a good time just to have a little play, a little muck around with parts. And very glad to get it done. Not my best work, but it's good to see that they're slowly getting better every time that I've put one together. And it's good to see that some people are fairly interested in these models. I've displayed them at the Model Expo, and like previous years, there's been a lot more interest and a few people asking about purchasing them or building them themselves at home. Oh, of course, if anyone out there is inspired or enjoy this sort of work, I'm very interested to hear or see anyone that attempts it themselves. So if you ever make one and post pictures or videos on the internet, pass me on a link. I'm very interested in see other ways of attempting this, since a lot of imagination or scratch building is involved. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay tuned for more videos on this subject. I was working on another kit around the same time, and there's also a big one in the pipeworks that was displayed at the Model Expo. And after August, more will be attempted. Catch you guys later.